Hello, hello, one and all. Taro, thank you for being first in the stream today. Welcome to the Pink Tiger Cafe. Attempt number 3 for the shiny lock. Oh, this is distracting me a little bit. Let me turn down a bit. Right, last time we caught a shiny. However, literally 10 minutes later, after finishing, it was sent to the dead box. So I did silly and said that it was a shiny lock, so therefore I'm back to square one. 0 badges, and there was a mass horde of Finizons, but I can't swim currently, so I guess I'm not getting a Finizon. I think I cheat. No, never mind. Alright, let's see which other ones. That is a Makuhita. I might reset the time. I don't think I can reach there yet. Is there anything up here? I don't know if I have access to here. Let's see if we can get to Zapipico and at least pick up the Pokemon Centers and then take it from there. The game got an update, so I think people can fight Walking Wake and Iron Leaves now in the Terra raids. And if we see a shiny along the way, then great. But my luck has not been great so far. Can't sprint. Just keep your eyes open. There should be some kind of punishment if I do accidentally miss a shiny, but I don't know what the punishment should be. Those Cufants should be yellow if they're shiny. Okay, which way am I going? Follow the road. I'm not fighting Orthworm. Not yet, anyway. Coal. Not Colossal. They should be like a blue color if they're shiny. Oh, more story I don't care about. Oh, imagine that one of those was shiny and suddenly Arvin deleted them from me. Oh no, never mind, they're back. Roly-Coly, that's what it's called. So follow the road. Varooms are gold. If they're shiny. Still mad about the combi. Look at you go. These are probably way too high level as well. And if they're above level 21, they won't obey me. Which is an added layer of fun. If you catch it below level 20 and it evolves above 20, it still obeys, I think. Do I just keep following this road? I do. I don't know why I have a marker. Pick up all the sparklies where I can. Ooh, a thunderstone. We march on. The Meowths, I think, are like a different shade. Normal. Now that enough time has passed, I am now used to overworld encounters. Like when it was still... Oh, imagine if it was a shiny Lavatar, that would be great. What was I saying? Yeah, in Sword and Shield, I still kind of enjoyed the random encounters, but with Legends Arceus and now Scarlet and Violet, it's the only way forward. And it's actually easier to shiny hunt, because you can see more of them in... You okay, Koraidon? There we go. Gross. And as I said yesterday, I was going to be streaming today. I know I normally don't stream for Thursdays, but that'll be changing. And I thought, well, it is Thursday, and I am free, so I'm going to stream. Diglets have blue noses, I think. Voltorbs are blue. Gothoritas or Gothitels, they've... I forget what they are. What their shiny is. Okay, I've now reached Sapapico. Alright. Let's go get this Pokemon Center as well, which is actually within sight. Because the more Pokemon Centers I have, the more outbreaks I can take part in, although my Florigato is still low level. And I don't... I'm not sure how we get here, but let's try. Maybe with some parkour. Oh. Maybe... Worse yet, this isn't on my main save, so I don't have NSO to like get help for raids and stuff. Oh. There was a TM over here, so I'll grab that. I think there was, yep. Fire spin. So it's just adjusting something there. Oh. Did not mean that. And another Pokemon Center tower. Can't go in there. Can't cross the water. So that's it for here. Did I don't know if I tried to get here or not. Let's try. Is this the right route? Yes. Yeah, I've already decided. If I, like, miss a shiny, my punishment will be I have to farm find a shiny Igglybuff. Or Jigglypuff. That would be my punishment for sure. I think that low kicks is normal. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, it's normal. Hi Ty, how are we? Nope. You're not shiny either, Fanpy. I'm sorry. Nice. And it won't be long before you get a call, as it seems to be the case whenever you join the stream. We got another teaser for Season 4 of Deep Rock earlier today, and the devs have said that there's going to be another teaser tomorrow, so very exciting stuff. And this teaser today was a bit more interesting to look at, I thought. I really hope not, but my dad did ask me to look up a pair of shoes. So, well, I think the likelihood is high, but I hope it doesn't happen. Am I still going the right way? I am. This was the area where I spent a while farming rock ruffs, only to find out that there was no way to give them own tempo. So I had to scrap those plans. Yes. So last week, I think it was last week, I did actually manage to find a shiny. However, I may have killed it very, very quickly. So I'm back to 0 shinies. Their tails are like red when they're shiny. So I can't even do the first gym until I have a shiny. And right now I'm just sort of trying to explore the map as much as I can, so I've got more areas to explore. Even if there's like a... Are you shiny? I can't tell. No, okay. Aww. That's kind of cute. A bit mean, but kind of cute as well. I have no idea what... Shiny Capsikids, what do they look like? Okay, they look like they've been out in the sun too long. Got it. Oh, dang it. Oh, I mean, there's some of my like close friends that are like a train ride away that I've not seen in years now. I mean, partly due to COVID, but also just time, you know? So I think Florigato will still obey me even if it goes above 20. Weasels are, I think, more yellow? Oh, frame stutters, love it. You know, I imagine there'll eventually be Gimme Ghoul raids to get the non-chest form. Alright, that's another Pokemon Center. Right, can I... I know there is a path. You know what, we'll try that in a sec. Let's try and go to this Pokemon Center next first. So this requires... south and follow the windmills. Got it. Part of my issue is that I don't have medical equipment that I need to track. But that I have medical equipment that I need to track. I don't want to inconvenience them with this. I mean, that wouldn't phase me personally. I wouldn't let that stop me. But then again, I'm not the one with the medical equipment. I don't know how much of a pain it might be. Shut up, Arvin. I wouldn't. If my friends came to me and said that they had medical equipment to bring, that wouldn't stop me. It's Gumi. Which way am I going? Am I just going straight? Going straight. The shadows in this game suck. Definitely me thing, because it's not those grandmothers and something. I still say go for it. How far can I? How much of this map can I actually explore? I tried doing that backwards jump up hills, but it wasn't going very well. Right, that's another one. I don't think I'm going to get past here because it would mean I have to fight Giacomo. Can I go via the desert? Let's see. If I go back this way... No, those are hills or inclines. I'm not going to be able to do that. Let's double check first. I'm so afraid to build a PC. I just know I'll break something. There might be a barricade for Giacomo. We'll see. Oh, maybe I can go in the... Oh, I can go in the desert. Okay. Okay, so I can just ignore the barricade. Yup. Let's go grab this one first, and then we'll go to Porto Marinada, and we can see what the Pokemon is. I would love a shiny Larvesta if the game is offering. I do love a good pun. Wow, I found soft sand in the desert. Who would have thunk? Is that what Asada means? I don't speak Spanish. Alright, Pokemon Center is unlocked. Yep, can fly there. I wonder if I can... This has turned into a game of its own. Is like, how much of this map can I actually get to? Let's go. Asado. I've heard of, like, carne asada. Carne asada means grilled meat, so I'm guessing the same derivative. Ah. Arvin, shut up. I know there's a Paradox Mon here. We're not here to fight it right now. Oh, there it is. We are not a good level for it. Let's leave it alone for now. Hippopotas and Hippowdons are such a pain because it might not be shinies, they might just be the other boys instead of girls. No, I don't think you're shiny. Let's double check. Nope, not shiny. Got my butt kicked by a Garchomp near the desert. Yeah, is it, does it happen to be a Terra Garchomp? It's like hiding in a cave or something. The scariest one I came across was I was randomly scaling a mountain. It's like, oh, a level 75 Lucario, sure. It was in a cave. Okay, it's probably the one I'm thinking of. I think these are... If I stand on them, they become places of interest that I can teleport to. Nah, I don't think so. It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Yeah, that Great Treads, no, Great Tusk is a pretty cool Pokemon. I wish I liked the Paradox Pokemon shinies more, but I really am not that bothered by them. Okay, so over there, I can definitely go into that clock tower, not clock tower, lighthouse. Another Pokemon Center unlocked. Here's Rotoms. I would love a shiny Rotom. With a shiny, with a Rotom as well, I could change depending on the gym needed. Not shiny. Jump. Where's the Pokemon Center? Oops. Oh, I already got it. Never mind. I should be able to get... Oh, we need to check the beach. see what the Pokemon is. That's why this is why I came in this direction. Uh, 75 Fahrenheit. I don't know Fahrenheit, I'm sorry. I think 75 is like, is that warmish? I'm one of those filthy Europeans that use... Oh no, that's really hot. Shit. Watch roll. Watch roll would be alright. .32C is 23. Oh, okay. That's still very warm. Especially in Scotland. Like, we take our shirts off for like 10 degree, 11 degree weather. I wish that was a joke. These ones are airborne. I've also got a weakness to them. That could take a while. Dunsparce, I do love Dunsparce. Okay, let's... Shall we keep exploring? I think we should try and get to Medali. Yeah, and it means we can change the clock. Have more options. Unless it involves water, which I can't swim in. That's a wall I can't scale. Alright, hold on. Come on, jump. Let me jump. Please, 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 please. There we go. The only movement minute I can do, and it's not even that much of a minute. I would take a shiny Dunsparce. All the Tauros. I think like a shiny Tauros has got like a really... Like, his head is like black instead of grey. I wonder how the next Pokemon game will be received after what all that happened here. I'm worried about the next Pokemon game. Like, they're not listening, they don't need to listen to criticism because they're still going to make bank no matter what. So, like, I don't actually know what what lessons they're learning from any of this. If any. Now, we're either just looking for, it's like pink on their Tatsugiris, I think, don't look like that. It's hard to tell Slowpokes as well. Flamigo is like a paler. Is this the right way? Yep. You never know, maybe we'll get another shiny Fungus. My first shiny ever, if we're not including the red Gyarados from Gold and Silver, because that is a guaranteed shiny. was a shiny Chimecho in Pokemon Diamond that I still have, that's somewhere in the Pokemon home servers. It was caught in a Dusk Ball, and it was caught in the route on the way to Giratina. And that was my first ever shiny. And I always forget what I nicknamed it, because I would alternate between calling it Bells and Chimu. It's probably Bells. Although it might be, actually, it might be Asuna. I may have made it a Negima reference. It's been a while. What about you? Surskit Emerald. Nice. Oh. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Please let me run. Oh. I'm permitting myself to continue playing the game with my starter until I have a shiny. Well, no, I did that already. I already lost. Oh, that's such a long way to go back. Okay. Is that... Yeah, let's get to Medali. I remember how... Okay, we go again. I'm not going the right way, am I? No, it's veer left. This is where I got a shiny Toadskull. Actually, I got two of them. Oh, this is the cave with the Garchomp. Can never forget that hours to obtain kind of shiny Rayquaza. Ooh. Where would you... Where was Rayquaza in Soul Silver? I'll never say Rayquaza, I just don't like how it sounds. I think that's the Garchomp up there. No, oh wait, that's one of the eggs. Oh. Where am I? I'll need to look up. I don't remember. I don't remember that at all. I believe you, I just don't remember when it happened. Persevere. Murkrows would be easy to spot. Yeah. No. I hope Nimona doesn't try and start a fight. I forget what triggers her fight in this town. Southwest of Route 47. Okay, so I've got Medali. I don't even know if I can get there. Okay, let's find last thing we're gonna do before I start resetting the clock is finding out about this one, if I can reach here, because I know there's a road. I know there's a route. Hold on. So if I'm here, I can go down, follow this. There's not, nope, there's not a route there. Can I get... If I can get here, let's find out. Oh, dang it. You're not even worth the XP. More like caps a mid. Haha. So yeah, there's that tunnel there, but I don't know if that requires verticality. But if I follow this, then I might be getting somewhere. Parkour. Hard to tell with the Ghastlies. Yeah. Dream on. Okay. So there's also a tunnel this way. Right, let's go this path. The Wiglets are a very noticeable different color. I forget what color they become, but they're very noticeable if they're shiny. Do you know what? Hold on. I'm going to also do some Terra raids to get some XP materials, because I spent all my XP candies on that shiny that's no longer with us, so this should be easy, maybe. It does know flying moves, which is a concern. Let's find out. So it's probably going to use, like, Gust or something. Nope, okay. Oh, okay, that was easy. That's not shiny, so I ain't gonna catch it. Okay, okay, it will be worth doing Terra raids. Sorry, Terra raids. my eyes. Take the high road. Yeah, terrariums. My favorite game. We're on the road to Berlin City. Ooh, a medium candy. Never played Terraria, nothing inspires me to actually try it. It's for me, Terraria is the same as Minecraft, where I just don't really know what to do. Although, you know what, I think there's enough content in Terraria these days that I could do something with friends. Right, we're in the cave. Where will it spit us out? I don't know. These things will kick my ass. Like sandbox games that are for just a two-dimensional mode terrain. Yeah, it's if you like sandboxy things, I feel. I don't know. I've not played enough Terraria to really have an opinion on it. Ohayo gozaimasu. How are we today? Please don't hurt me, Pokemon. Oh no, I'm not even going to put that in, will that into existence. The next shiny better not be like a Salandit that's also male and I can't evolve it. Doo 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 doo. They were hanging out in a chat yesterday. Can I get this one? Oh, maybe. I think I'm going the right way. Bombardier. I'm not convinced. It's another Pokemon Center. Why, thank you. I am a tiger, but thank you. Right, okay, so that's Bombardier. I've still to get... Wait, I forget if I can reach... I always forget if I can reach this or not. Let's assume not. Pink Cat. Okay, that was Makuhita. I didn't care for Makuhita. Right. So I think all I need to do is actually just change the date. I wonder if there's any Liger VTubers. Okay, new outbreaks. Where are they? Down here. No, that's probably, yeah, that's in the water. So I'm probably not grabbing that one. Let's see what this one is. Oh, interesting. It registered a watchtower I hadn't been to. No, not at all. Not at all. Don't worry. Tigers are cats. Ah, I see. That makes more sense now. Yeah, don't worry. That's not an issue at all. Rufflet. Rufflet's good. Let's see what's over here. Also, I'm in zones that are very high levels, which is not good for me. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, that one's red. I was really excited for Komala as a Pokemon, and then I saw its like stats and everything. I'm just like, oh, never mind. Yes, I decided naively to do like a shiny lock. So, based on a Johnstone video, where I think it was Johnstone. In fact, they had to get a shiny before every badge. So minimum 18 badges. And last week I did get a shiny, however I knocked it out pretty much immediately because I'm an idiot. So now I'm on the hunt for a new shiny, then get a new badge. Oh, these are high level. Please let me run away. Yamate or Krosan. No, that's not. Oh, I mean. It's not very effective. I'm aware. Okay, I can't be in this area. Yes, I know I was overwhelmed. Thank you, game. Yeah, so the shiny I got last week was a male combi, so like my fate was already kind of written. Okay. No outbreak Pokemon around here. Okay, we're going to change the... I like Florigato, yeah. For once I wish they would keep them on all fours, but, you know. Yeah, outbreaks. Can I even reach this? You know, let's try. Let's try and reach this one. Meow, that's right. Boom, 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 boom. Is it worth the hassle? It's an adventure. Why not? I need to watch the new Pokemon series. I've seen clips of it, and it looks pretty fun. I just like the title. You know what? I didn't bring my rope. Shit. Right, I think this. Actually, I think this tunnel's a straight line. Let's find out. Textures are so bad. Gross. Okay, that's another Pokemon Center unlocked. So how do we get here? Oh no. Please, not again. Fuck. Okay, okay, time to stop exploring the top half of the Paldea. Oh, Seven's in chat. No, because this is a fresh save with 0 badges. Most sandwiches I can make right now are not very good, so I'm just relying on outbreaks. Okay, let's see what this one is. Pain. Varoom. Varoom is on fire. Varoom could be interesting. Ow. Let's see what level they are. Never mind. Also, I'm not super effective or anything against them. That's in the water. Right. Change the clock. Or maybe... oh dear. Yeah. Engine... not engine. Varoom, and evolves into Revaroom. It's steel poison. Nothing's changed. Right, new outbreaks. Maybe I should have not. Maybe I shouldn't have explored so much of the map, because now the outbreaks are more varied. Maybe I fucked up. Well, no, because they're spawning in places I haven't been, so maybe not. Let's go here first. How do I get out? I can't get out of here. I also don't like the current... well, I don't like how the egg breeding and hatching goes in this game. It's a downgrade, personally. So how it works now is you can make eggs at the picnics, and you can get like 6, if you have like egg power 2 and stuff, you can get like 60 eggs in half an hour or something like that. I actually forget how many you can get. But the downside is you can't hatch eggs at the same time, so you either have to be in the picnic or hatching. You can't be doing both. And what I did in Sword and Shield was I was just constantly doing circuits while picking up new eggs while hatching them. So for me, it's a downgrade. Diglets. Again, I don't know why I'm being picky. Let's go down here. Where are the outbreaks? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that I could probably battle. Is there any more? That thing will probably beat my ass. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-da. Also, it's a nice open area. Hopefully the grass isn't too tall. Yeah, so I would do that all the time, but you can't do that in this one. You can either hatch eggs or you can pick up eggs. So what's the outbreak? I wasn't paying attention. Is it Watchels again? Looks like it's Watchels. I don't know. Right, one more. I'm changing the clock once more. I think I keep doing this. Oh. So much stuff on the map. I could get an Azurill. I like Azurill. I have one in my main game. Can I reach here? Ah, yes. I remember when it was called Peekaboo too. Could I reach there? Let's try. There's two over there. They're gonna be too high level. Okay, let's give this a try. Also, with Azurill, I could eventually acquire, well, an ability patch, ability capsule to give it huge power. Huge power being a very good move. No, ability. Hard to tell with the Hapinis. I hope they do something like, I don't know, introduce terror raids for like the Hisui Pokemon and stuff. Because as it stands, the only way you're going to be able to get Hisui Pokemon is by transfer only. So I need to go south. This game is barely at 30. The game's hella rough. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I was in discussion stream yesterday with the showed a fan mod where it's amazing how much like giving a game 60 frames per second improves it. I mean I'm not keeping track on the frame rate, but it's definitely not hitting even 30 a lot of the time. Grab that tower if I can. What's actually amusing is there's actually a bunch of zones here that I've never actually explored. Yeah, I've noticed the weird rotations as well. The game's a bit of a mess. But the Pokemon Company have no reason to fix it. They've already made their money. And people like me will continue to buy it even when it's bad. So what's the outbreak? Side up. I can't fight them. Well, I kinda can. Can Florigato swim? Go get them. No? Okay. So the options are Psyduck or Azurill. And I don't even know whether I can reach Azurill. Oh no, I can? I think I can reach Azurill. What does chat think? Psyduck or Azurill? Aye. I think I'm going to choose Azurill because it's also got the fairy typing. Like kind of metagaming a little bit, but I don't remember if Golduck has a good shiny color or not. Forget if huge power is a hidden ability or not. Love a shiny Hoppip. Don't think I've ever been able to reliably use a duck. Right. So Azurill's actually normal fairy, so I'm not going to be able to do super effective attacks. Game was a terrible state of launch, still is, all just because they showed games out before Christmas. I don't even know if, I don't think 6 months longer would have even fixed it. Hell, we still don't have home integration, and it's been nearly 5 months since it came out. Okay, how many of them are swimming in the water? How many of them... I need some to be on land, please. Are any of them on land? Right, so that was one. Oh wait, hold on, I can just throw a Pokeball, right? Okay, that counts. That's number 2. Number 3. That's 4. Meanwhile, we haven't got a Silk Song, and it's been 4 years since it was announced. I own Hollow Knight, and I've barely played it. I did not know how difficult it was going to be. Four down. This one. 5. Six. Did I get brick walled? Yeah. Yeah. The lack of a map as well was really hurting me. Number 7. I never unlocked a map. I was also bad at the combat, but I was finding myself repeatedly lost. It doesn't have a map, right? There's a map. Give me strength. For 9. 10. An accessory to let you see yourself on the map. I've just added it to my library of games that Dark Souls-esque games that I own that who knows if I'll ever complete. I think that was 10. This should be 11. No, not the Fletchling. Oh, now I've teleported. Wonderful. In Dark Souls, I've reached as far as I spent about half a year playing on and off trying to get through Anor Londo, and now I can fight Ornstein and Smough. I would like to like them, I'm just not good at them. Imagine part 2, they bring something worse than Path of Pain. Is this Silk Song? I'm not sure. That's 12, we're a fifth of the way to go. That was 13. 14. Nope. Kill. That's 14. It sounds easy with that name. I watch streamers waste entire streams on trying to clear. Ooh. Every time I've tried to I've streamed Dark Souls a couple times. Once was for a charity stream, and that was fine. But then I tried to do a follow-up stream where I tried to get through Anor Londo, and it was going so poorly, I was just getting anxiety and just bailed. I've still never played Celeste. I'd still like to give it a try. I might own it from itch.io bundles, but I don't actually know. Please, just hit one of them. Is it? I'm trying to remember how to lock on. There we go. Don't know if you play through as Souls and some Souls likes. My favorite being Ender Lilies. I've heard of Ender Lilies, but I've never looked up what it looks like. Oh, the frames, the frames. Even the text box was framey. I think having a Azrael in real life would be very cute. Yeah, I'm stuck on this damn island. Oh no, I've teleported off again. Wonderful. We're on 27. I'm trying to accurately count them this time. The frames. I don't even know if there's any sandwiches right now I can make that'll increase like my powers relevant. This is number 30, we're halfway there, or we're about to be. Sandwich, but I just went my soup. Or, well, no, you don't have your soup anymore. Soup and sandwich is an amazing combo. Kill. That's 33. 34. 35. Yes. I wouldn't be doing this otherwise. I already have a shiny Azumarill in my main save, but this is for this shiny lock. $38. 39. This will be number 40. No, I would never. Also, I think my partner has said that if she were to join me to be a little VTuber, she would like to be a little mouse. So it's in my best interests not to kill the mice. $41. No, I can only think of one at the top of my head, but I forget their name. Yeah, a lot of cat ones. I wish I could have seen that stream where, you know the Pondering the Orb meme? Somebody made them a VTuber by, like, putting the actual gameplay in the orb. Oh, that's another one I didn't see. And another one. Does Rune count as a mouse? I don't know who Rune is. Sorry. I know there was a white mouse VTuber I came across on Twitch, and there's one from Hololive. I know there's Iron Mouse, but I don't think she's actually a mouse. I think it's just her name. Be gone. Stop falling in the water. Yeah, also the more I learn about rats, the more I learn that rats are what people think mice are, and mice are what people think rats are. Poor Gato, where the fuck? I don't know if this was 50 or... No, I'll just leave it at 50. I'll do a hard save though, just in case. Also, did I turn off autosave? That's actually very important that I check. Yes, I did. $51. $52. Aren't rats big and stretched? I don't know. I just know they're very smart and kind animals. Meanwhile, mice can be like really awful. $54. $55. Kill this one, please. 56. Killed something else. 7. $58. The only rodent I enjoy having as a pet is probably an Ermine. Ermines look very cute. Maybe a ferret. Although they're very high energy. Oh my god, please. Just... You know what, just drown. Oh, are they? I didn't know that. Chinchillas sound cute as well, but I also know they're not very social. Number 59, approximately. Oh yes, I forgot Plimps is a rat VTuber now. That's why, because I was there. I was there for the debut as well. I totally forgot. Rats, we are the rats. Okay, and that'll be number 60. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Just drown. Drown! Okay, now starts the laborious part. Why'd I hear Pokemon Center music? Why? Oh, wait, hey, why? Why the... This game is... okay. Whatever game. I guess I'll drive back. I mean, it doesn't ruin my chain or anything, but that's dumb. Maybe the game noticed that I was falling too much and was like, let's maybe take you away from the danger. Yeah, I heard the Pokemon Center theme and thought, that's weird. The long drive home. I've never heard of Tuin. That's a new name to me. Like, I understand, like, being, like, a VTuber's mama or something, but... Australian artist, okay. My friends recently told me about Cottontail, and I wish I could turn back time. Right, here's the laborious process of... Let's kill an extra one just in case. She's also pumpkin skill with stuff, but when I saw a price list, I was... Yeah, rigging is not cheap. Okay. The laborious process of respawning Pokemon with Picnic. Right, everyone keep an eye out for like a... I was gonna say lime green, but it's not lime. It's, I mean, and not the grass. There's some in the distance. I'd applied for one of her slots when the com was around 800,000. There was an artist who you could do it wasn't live 2D models, it was like helping conceptualize your VTuber, and that was like $800. I'm like, ooh. This is going to be a real pain, isn't it? Spawn, Azrael. Spawn. 5 to 8,000. Jesus. Here's my plan. I'm going to run along this corner here. And if I don't see a green one... It all seems expensive. But I respect artists. I don't want to waste their time or try and lowball them, so... I know somebody will have the income to do that. Okay, none of these seem to be the right color, so... Do-do-do-do-do. I might have to put on like something on YouTube in the background to get through this monotonous part. Because this music track in particular, I don't like anymore. A friend was going to bankroll me if I managed to win the slot time, but we know how that turned out. Come on, Azrael. I mean, it did take a while for that combi last week, so like I can't be too annoyed. Another guy I watched has bought his model for a cheap €800 from rather small studios, then she became famous for doing HoloLive, and their prices are into. Like, well, thing is, like, artists are always going to improve as well, so like it also makes sense that their prices will scale as well. Also, it's to weed out applicants because people are willing to pay that price, so. Nope, none of those are green. No, I'm not going to slide off. Thank you. This little thing here still works to open up the picnic and close it. It's just laborious. I want to be the best that ever was. And the good thing about outbreaks as well is even if you catch or fight another Pokemon, it doesn't break the chain. So even if I found like a random shiny while hunting for Azrael, that would be okay. Yeah, that's something I like to keep in mind for myself, is that just having the best things doesn't make you the best streamer. I definitely think that there is... I think there is a difference between having a 2D and a 3D model in terms of, like, audience. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but, like, I feel like that feels true to me. One stretch. And the most popular VTubers, as far as I can tell, are already like established actors, voice actors, musicians, like Takahata or Monarch / Amelie. They're already established people. Oh, look at all these Azrael. It's a shame none of you are shiny. Deleted. That sounds about right. VTubers, they're just like us. Right, let me find something to play in the background, because this is going to drive me nuts. Let's do... Oh, I know. Equal amount of luck, absolutely.
September 1994. Nintendo
You ready
of
for
Japan.
this?
Development of Super Mario 64 begins. From the very beginning, a major design decision was made. While the transition to 3D did open up many
Just
exciting
crop it.
possibilities, at the center of it all would be Mario's most basic and iconic ability, his jump. So that's what they did, and they did it right. In 1996, when Super Mario 64 came out, it was an immediate success.
Shiny Azrael
At the
looks
core
like
of
the grass
tightest
behind it.
and
Yeah,
most
it's a very
responsive
similar color.
controls ever seen in a 3D game is a wide range
We
of
are going to
unique abilities
watch
accessible at the press of
the
A
complete
button.
history of
Single
the
jumps,
A
double
button
jumps,
challenge.
triple jumps but with sparkles, side
Sure,
flips, long jumps,
it's a little
wall
smaller.
kicks, backflips, jump kicks, jump dives. So naturally,
Let me turn it
players
down a bit.
thought, what if
It's
we
most.
didn't
It's mostly
use
just
any of
for.
them?
It is bismuth. Let me know if I need to change the audio levels. We need to talk about parallel universes. None of these Azraels. Not you, not you, not you, not you.
The late 90s, early 2000s internet was a magical place, like the kingdom far
Oh,
away.
I don't know if this might not be the half A press
Either
one.
modernized or abandoned.
This might just
But
be
every
A
now and
press.
then, you find an artifact of a simpler time preserved in amber, seemingly for generations
Well,
to
talks
come.
about parallel universes.
One
That's
of
all
these
I
is
asked for.
Walton Dell's website, where all sorts of Nintendo 64 tricks and findings were reported by Walton Dell himself or submitted by email. Some were glitches, some were fun little challenges you could try and complete, and some were downright stupid, like imagining a face in the ground texture or telling you to track down all 12 Viking bombs. Until October
How's everyone's
16,
day going anyway?
2000, when an anonymous visitor sent this long email, blissfully unaware of the consequences that would unfold over the next 2 decades. Among many others, there was something he called the A Button Challenge. Try to get every star in Bob-omb Battlefield while using A as little as possible. Even though the email was pretty clear about it, for some reason, Walton Dell was confused as to whether to count the cannon shots as
Clear
A
divide
presses.
between
He figured that
live 2D
shooting
and
the sky,
VTuber
which
models,
was
even though
submitted
some
in
will
one
swap
A
back and
press,
forth as
was
they grow.
impossible if you counted cannon shots, and so he decided not to count them. and
Like
instead
I
used star
can totally
and
understand why
single
somebody will
presses.
say, "Well, I want to
But
look
in the
at
email, the
a model
strategy
that
for
looks
it was actually explained
of
in
high
detail.
quality."
Simply run to this bridge and
So
follow
there's
up
like,
to
as
a
well as
ground
like
pound to
we were
break the
talking
window
about
box and get the key back.
relatability and such. I think
Afterwards,
like
use this
price range is also a
navigation
factor.
up, and while flying, ground pound the star box, breaking it and getting the
But it's
star
important,
with a
like,
single A press to shoot
or at least
the
I
cannon.
remind myself as well. It's important
The email
to
mentions a guy named Miles, and the star
never
is
think that
listed
money's
on
just going to
Walton
fix it.
Dell's website as Alex's challenge. But who was that mysterious visitor? Well, it turns out that it was the legendary Alex Penev, one of the most prolific Nintendo 64 players of the time, who set hundreds of world records in Mario Kart 64 back in the game's
Oh,
first
yawning,
decade, and
yawning,
still
yawning,
active
yawning.
today in the Mario Kart community. In 1999,
That's not a
part
good
of the
sign.
community was using IRC to discuss shortcuts and strategies. Although Mario Kart 64 was the primary focus, other games
Day was
sometimes
okay.
came
Was
up.
that my parents who made
Together
waffles
with
and he
Miles
said waffles with
Buckridge,
vanilla
Jason
and
Walls,
powdered
and
sugar.
David Wong,
Nice.
who also had his own website of N64 tricks and glitches. Penev and friends came up with a number
I would
of challenges,
love
such as trying to get as many
some
stars coinless, capless, and cannonless, and of course, the A button challenge.
chicken and waffles right now.
Alex's email were surprisingly detailed for what actually ended up on Walton Dell's website. Many more A button challenges were submitted with strategies to solve them that were way ahead of their time. For example, in Cool Cool Mountain,
So currently my
the
odds are like
was
1
only known to be
in
possible in 0 A presses.
1,300 or something.
And the strategy to get it found by
I think
Jason
those
Walls
are my
was
odds for
surprisingly clever.
a shiny Azrael.
Touch the chairlift at the bottom to make it go up. Then quickly run to the warp to take it up and drop down to the coin just in time to dive in.
Now hold on, is an ice cream drink
Or
not
again in
just
Cool Cool Mountain, wall kicks
a
were
cream drink?
the strategy here
It's
was
no
to
longer
use
ice.
this spin drift, then use A to jump on its head and hold the button, never releasing
Might actually be
it.
easier to spot the
When
Azraels in
spinning
the
air,
nighttime.
Mario will twirl faster and fall slowly
Yeah,
when A
I
is
think
held.
this is actually easier to
Using
spot
that
them now.
slower fall technique, it's possible to reach the star with only one A press. It's unclear if it was before or after, but the A button challenge was also submitted by a visitor named Nathan
Blended
for the
ice.
Red Point Star in Snowman's Land. Here, Dell said that it was easy once you got to the Koopa shell.
I would,
but he
you know,
couldn't find
actually I
a way
take it
to
back.
reach the
I
shell in the
really
first
just
place,
want a
which
coffee
made
right
the
now.
challenge impossible. However, in his email, Penev detailed
Maybe
the
some
strategy to reach the start whirl from the freezing pond with
condensed
0
milk with it.
presses, so it's very likely that Nathan had done the same
Cream
thing for
horchata
the
drink.
original
Ah,
start.
okay. I've had
For
horchata
reasons
exactly
known
once in my
only to
life.
himself,
And it was very
Melton Bell
tasty.
never released any more of the numerous A-button challenges that Penev included in his email. For a whole year,
I might have had a
this
horchata ice cream
disappointment was
once,
the
maybe,
only
but
documentation of
I
the
don't know if I
A-button
made that up.
challenge available on the internet. But that changed in 2001 when the very first webpage dedicated to the challenge was created by GameFAQs user Chris Oldfield, also known as HumanTree. He had a list of his own best scores for most stars in the first levels of the game. For some of them, Alex Penev had already done better. Together, they exchanged strategies on ICQ for a short while. But since the very beginning, something had been lacking. The A-button challenge had always been considered on an individual star basis. Even the 100 coin star was tackled independently from other stars. HumanTree was the first to break those rigid rules when he came up with this idea. How many stars can you collect from a fresh file without touching the A button once?
Was out of 10 yesterday and I always try to go to this boba shop and get a couple of drinks around home before I leave.
The final result was 10 stars.
There's not any boba places near me, unfortunately.
Completed, so HumanTree was locked out of most of the castle. Also, Big Boo's Hound is only unlocked at 12 stars.
I wish there was. I suppose I could make my own, but it's not the same.
So, being limited to only 4 levels,
Never mind. Video speaker reminds me of Carl Jobs too, also does videos about speedruns. Ah, okay.
Shoot into the Wild Blue. Every star in Cool Mountain except for Wall Kicks will work, and the Princess's Secret Slide in under 21 seconds. Of course, no video of this feat remains today. HumanTree's page eventually went offline, and no archive of it can be found.
Come on, Azrael.
History is on the brink of being forever lost.
And then I think Azrael evolves via... No, never mind.
That was it.
I think Marl evolves via friendship. Or maybe it's Azrael.
Stars with 0 A presses from a fresh file. Nobody extended the challenge to the whole game. Nobody asked the crucial question, how many A presses does it take to beat Super Mario 64? For years, that question lay dormant. In the meantime though, more resources for the game started to pop up. In November of 2002, another regular GameFAQs user, a high school student by the name of Curtis Bright, made a website that eventually became SM64.com, which is still online to this day. The site had a comprehensive list of every coin, one-up, warp, and other secret in the game. It also had the for time challenges,
Ergo, hello.
Which at the time was unheard of. Holding most of these world records were a couple of guys.
I need a coffee. I need a coffee so bad.
One day in 2003, Penev sent
even though caffeine doesn't have much an effect on me.
Extension of the original Cool Mountain A-button challenge.
Not today. We are currently doing a Azrael outbreak.
He tried the same thing for Baba Battlefield, Whomp's Fortress, Jolly Roger,
and like Azrael would be a great Pokemon for a shiny lock.
As well. The result was 45 different stars and 48 A presses. He eventually created a page on his website for the A-button challenge where he posted his scores at some point in late 2005. But he was alone. For years, the A-button challenge was all but dead.
I did explore a bunch of the map though to unlock Pokemon centers.
2007.
And I was getting
on the GameFAQs forums, a user by the name of Kirby Muncher created a new thread for the A-button challenge. Curtis Bright was one of the first to participate in this thread. And
yeah, Nintendo, I'm no longer asking. Just give me one.
A records page of his own, and that he had done even more stars. His name was Thiago Trujillo. It turns out that Thiago had done a lot more stars. In fact, 2 months prior to the GameFAQs thread, he'd already done 112 stars in 244 A presses. By this time, Nintendo 64 emulation was getting quite popular, and some people achieved stars in fewer A presses than ever before using save states for the hardest parts. Bright noted that he should make a world record list separating real-time scores from
I've resorted back to putting on speedrun videos in the background to try and get rid of the monotony a little bit.
Strategies to lower the A-press count of many different stars, but perhaps his most impressive achievement is posting videos.
You're very cute, Azrael,
still
but
available 14 years later.
No.
In fact, he posted over 100 of them. At this time, the few stars that were still missing were mostly in TikTok Clock and Rainbow Ride, as well as Bowser in the Sky and the Dire Doc's 100 coin star because they were deemed too daunting and couldn't be done in fewer.
Maybe, hold on. If I angle it just right,
in the meantime,
could I just stand here, let them all spawn, and then...
website with a leaderboard divided between real-time and tool-assisted runs, where people could submit
for more
their
to
own
spawn.
scores with videos. Among those people were Bright himself, Bob Mario 511, and
Or
Thiago
does it require me
and
to
also
move?
many unknown players like Nup112, Silent Slayers, Sonic Packer, and Robert Z, to name a few. It's a shame none of those guys
okay,
ever
movement.
did
I think
anything
some
else
movement's
for some
required.
The earliest date with an A-press
I watched the video of how the
game
dude made a
is on
special
Curtis
rig that
Bright's
allowed him to
website
trade between
on
second
June
and third
12,
gen cartridges.
2008. All 120 stars were collected with a grand total of
Like, I know
317 A-presses. But there are two major caveats.
I know
to this count.
there's some people that
First,
have
the
like
good
set
news.
up
Every star was counted in
like
isolation.
not save editors,
And now
but
the
they
bad
extract
news. Every
whatever.
star was
Oh, the
counted
actual
in
cards. Okay.
isolation.
So
Because the
there's probably some like
120
randomness
doesn't
involved
require one on the
because
stage. When collected
the
together with
because of the
another
special
star
stat.
on the same stage, they can combine for fewer
I'm sure they
A-presses than when
work something
collected
out.
separately.
That's neat
We
that
can
somebody's done that.
reasonably estimate that about 12 to 15 redundant A-presses could be taken
I
off
don't know
the
how
table.
Pokemon
However,
Home would
at the
feel
time,
about it
the
though.
full 120 star
Are any of
count
these
wasn't
shiny?
being
No.
considered, and with incomplete data to analyze, it's impossible to get a clear number without large leaps and drawing conclusions. So we'll keep those redundant A-presses.
No, I'm
in
not
for
gonna
the time
slide
being.
off. I promise.
But this number doesn't account for the A-presses needed to navigate the castle and enter every stage. The Secret Aquarium, Hazy Maze Cave, and the Metal Cap course require one A-press each to access. Rainbow Ride, Wing Mario Over the Rainbow, the Vanish Cap course, and Bowser in the Sky all require 2. And finally, Tiny Huge Island and TikTok Lock require 1 for every single stage entry, for a total of 23 additional A-presses, which brings the earliest full count to 240. During the month of June 2008, another tasser by the name of Alk Daniel managed to squeeze out another 6
Pokemon Guy's more innovative than Elon's R&D department. Elon is not a smart man.
His video went largely unnoticed.
He said there's a few factors he had to consider, such as the stat difference, location, different location. Yeah, because in terms of location, I'm sure that would mess up. That would be tracked pretty quickly. It's like, hey, this shouldn't be possible.
The A button challenge entered its golden age.
Do you know what Pokemon Challenge interests me, but I don't have the equipment, would be trying to get as many ribbons on a Pokemon as possible. I didn't watch the launch. All the caramel cells at the bottom. Oh, I'm so sorry. You will have something tasty at the bottom to finish your drink with, though.
Curtis Bright's page never really
Spoon it out.
It got submissions from about 30 different people.
Elon's just a gross man.
But no one actually improved any scores on there.
Shockingly unfunny.
The thread died out after a few months and 300 posts. Instead of lowering
slowly destroying Twitter day by day.
Assumed they had solved it. It took 3 years for any improvement to come, but when it did, it came from an unexpected source, and it was glorious.
Na 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 na. They blew it up once they realized it wasn't going to work out. Oh, maybe I do want to watch it then.
20 stars in no A-presses. Again, stunted by Bowser in the Dark World, blocking access to most of the castle. This tool-assisted run was made by a group of Japanese tassers in early 2011 and published to YouTube on March 5th when it made quite the splash. 78,000 views in only 6 days.
I'll need to look up.
Were written about it. Unfortunately, little is known about the development of the task since the only contributors that are still active today don't remember much about it. But it did inspire another Japanese tasser to find an improvement in Jolly Roger-based Plunder in the Sunken Ship only 2 days later, which allowed both that star and the next to be collected from a fresh
I don't want to hunt shinies anymore, I just want to play the game.
And yet again, that was it. The challenge was largely forgotten for nearly 2.5 years. But this dead period turned out to be very special. It would be the last one. On August 25th, 2013, an unlikely figure reappeared. Remember this clueless gamer from 5 years ago?
Come on,
this
spawn.
Is 2012. What he would achieve in the next 2 years is so revolutionary, so absolutely.
Looks so damn heavy looking through the rich, of course it was low, but no, you take tickets.
To heights that no one could have possibly imagined.
The hunt is okay. Rockets makes more sense. Think of Rockets Wish, but this one looks slow. Yeah, do you know? Earlier this week, I watched a plane land, and I went, "This doesn't look real." The way planes land, it doesn't make sense. The shiny hunt is not going well. I got a shiny last week, but I killed it almost immediately, so I'm back on the shiny hunt again, and it's just a case of resetting the spawns until shiny Azurill appears.
Is about to happen. In just 2 years from now, nearly all of these will be gone.
I have no other method right now.
Panenkoek 2012. Originally starting out just watching videos about the game, he started making his own mark in 2010 by posting videos of getting all the coins available in every stage. But for some of them, he posted the maximum possible
none of
score
them.
of 255, way above the actual coin count. He pulled that off using a complex technique that even he didn't fully understand at the time. Unfortunately, the videos are pretty low quality. They were done with some free trial of a screen capture software recording Project 64. It could have been worse. It could have been some
Please,
hot
please,
garbage
please, please,
like we've
please.
seen before. By 2013,
I just want to play the
he felt
game.
like he had figured out the maximum coin count for every stage, so he moved on into a new
Let me check what
direction.
my odds are
He
again.
began to investigate all sorts of glitches, sharing his findings in a couple dozen videos, until he felt like he had accumulated enough
I
knowledge
need to
to
open a new
tackle the
window.
A-button challenge. On August 25th, he began a long journey through every single star in the
window.
game one by one by posting an A-button challenge video for each and every one of them.
Break
Among the very
odds.
first ones he did were 2 Bob-omb Battlefield stars, shoot to the island in the sky, and find the 8 red coins. The main issue with those stars is needing to reach the floating island without using A, and the strategy he came up with was absolutely groundbreaking. While everyone else
Just
had
show
been
me the
playing
table.
checkers, Pan and Koic busted out the 4D
My odds
chess.
are
This
1
was the
in
first stroke of the genius so legendary
1,365.67
that he would later earn him
currently.
his own Wikipedia page. This
I-
is the art of
I have one shiny, but it's dead. Because it's a shiny lock, because of my dumbass. I regret saying that. And you know what? It wasn't going to get me far anyway, because it's a male combi.
Before we delve into how
They're in the
this
dead
magic
box.
trick works, we need to understand the cloning glitch and its underlying game mechanics. Buckle up because it's time for a game physics lesson.
I also have
Okay,
a
word of
shiny male
warning.
combi
This is
in
going to be very long,
Legends
and I
Arceus
do
that I'm
not
just like,
recommend
goddamn,
skipping any of it.
useless.
Cloning is to this day possibly the single most capital technique of
Nope,
this
not
challenge,
the boxes.
and
Don't
skipping
remind me
its
of my
explanation
failures.
could leave you pretty clueless for a sizable chunk of this history series. So take out your textbooks and let's get started.
Boo-doo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Before we get to it though, I need to point out that Pan and Koic has already covered the subject in Screw
I
Cube
considered it,
before.
but
In fact,
I also think I
all
could
the
just give
explanation
my
of the mechanics
shinies to
I will ever
Lauren.
tell you comes directly from his past
I thought that would be a nice
Look
gesture.
up in the bottom right corner of your screen for numbered notes pointing to additional
Yeah,
information.
it's embarrassingly, it was a Skiddo that
You
got
can
me.
find a list of all the notes
Go
in the
get ready
video
for some
description,
John
as
Hale
well as a
adventures.
glossary
Till
of the
next time.
technical
Good luck with your
terms.
shiny hunt. Thank you so
We'll
much,
rest for
Ty.
some
Thanks for
technical
dropping by,
concepts
and
further points in the video if you
I'll
need a
speak to you
refresher
soon.
on a given topic. Cloning is made possible thanks to Mario's ability to grab objects. When Mario grabs an object, what you see in his hands is actually a visual copy of the object he's holding. The real object is made invisible and usually intangible until Mario releases it. We'll call these the original object.
here, have the
and
corpses
held
of the
object,
shiny Pokemon that failed me.
because the
Yeah,
original object still exists and is still
but to her, they're just
used,
shiny
it cannot
Pokemon.
be interacted with. We refer to it as being in limbo. Its animation data is still being updated, but it's no longer.
And also, here's one that's impossible to involve.
Meanwhile, the held object is an illusion cobbled together from 3 different sources. Its
Tell me
position
this,
is
would
tracked
you
from
release a
both.
shiny?
Its rotation is copied over from Mario's rotation, and its animation is copied from the original object.
I don't
What
think
happens
so.
with the original object's position depends on what type of object it is. Some stay in place, and some follow
People put
Mario's
shiny
down
locks in
path or
on
move
reason.
his position. An interesting case to look at is the Bob-omb. Its fuse is lit when
I remember when
Mario
those
grabs
look I
it, which
started
causes
and
it
ended
to start
when I finish it.
smoking. Because the held object
What do you mean
is
by
just a
it
visual
ended
copy,
with?
it's not capable
Did you
of
get a shiny and
generating
decide that's the run
particles.
over?
The original object is kept close to where the visual copy is so that the smoke particles coming out of the invisible Bob-omb appear to be coming out of the Bob-omb Mario is holding. Additionally, Bob-ombs are an exception in that they stay tangible when held, and that is the root cause of the bloated Bob-omb glitch. For a few frames
It ended
before
because I caught it
explodes,
when I wasn't
Bob-omb
allowed to.
dramatically increases
I,
in
I,
size.
I think most people
If
put in
Mario
a shiny
grabs it at the
clause
right
that's
moment, he
like,
can hold it in its
it's
bloated
allowed,
state.
it's absolutely allowed if it's a
Mario is then
shiny.
pushed back by the
Whether you
collision
use
with
it or
the
not is
invisible
then up
bloated
to
Bob-omb,
you.
and it will keep following him around so long as he's holding it. But what happens if Mario grabs the Bob-omb while it's exploding? Well, this is where it gets fun. But before we get there, we need to understand how grabbing and releasing an object works. When Mario grabs an object, multiple things need to happen. First, the object is established as the target of the grab. Then, Mario's
Ended up just
state
wanting
needs
to use
be
it 'cause it was
changed
random
to holding
shiny.
an object, and the object itself needs to change its state to being held. Which
There's
turns it
one of my
invisible
favorite
and
GDQ
intangible.
runs
Again,
is
most of the
Let's
time.
Go
For
Eevee,
this whole process to
and
function
somebody said
properly,
like I
Mario
will
and the original
I will
object need to
donate
be near each other,
$200 if you find and
otherwise
catch a
Mario could
shiny.
never retrieve an object in limbo.
Um,
To
and then a
achieve
shiny
this, the
appeared
game
near
uses
the
a
very
very
end.
simple system. Every object that
and
is
then
loaded is assigned the first
they
available
turned that
slot
shiny
before
into
they include
candy
the
to
object
feed
slots.
Eevee,
While in reality, object
because they
slots
like
have
reached another
attributes.
incentive to
Think of it
really
like this.
to
For simplicity's
churn
sake,
it into
let's instead
candy.
give them a number which ranges from 1 to 240. When Mario
Make
grabs an
exceptions for
object,
shinies
the
and regular
object
Nuzlocke.
itself is
See?
put in limbo, and Mario is given a reference number that links him back to it. That reference is the held object, or that visual copy of the original
I'm playing
object.
fast and loose with the
The
rules
only
anyway. I'm kind of making
information
them
the
up as
held
I
object
go.
needs to have is the number of the slot the original object belongs to. So long as the object is being held, it will stay loaded in limbo. When Mario releases the held object by throwing or dropping it, the game looks at the reference number.
Like I originally said it was like a shiny only run, then I slipped and said shiny
But
lock, so then I was like,
remember,
well, it's a
the
shiny
invisible
lock
object's
now.
position in limbo doesn't reflect the position of the held object while Mario is carrying it around. When the object is brought back, its position needs to be updated to reflect the held object's last position and complete the illusion. That position is tracked as a set of XYZ coordinates conveniently called the held object's last position, or the hope for short. While Mario is holding an object, the hope is constantly.
I just don't really have a reason to play the old ones. Like, unless it's like randomizers and stuff. Randomizers are entertaining enough. And then there's a few Pokemon games that I haven't played that I would like to explore. Like, I never owned Emerald, so I never got to try the Battle Frontier. Stuff like that. Or Colosseum or XD. I would like to play them.
The game aligns it with the hope horizontally, but places it at Mario's vertical position, which sets it down on the ground. Most of the time, this entire process is seamless and goes exactly according to plan. But it's not airtight, and the tiny cracks in it are just enough to let a clever and meticulous player cause a complete meltdown. Remember that when an object is being grabbed, both Mario and the object change their state independently from each other and are linked together by the held object.
I don't have a means to...
grab or water grab, all of
Do
this
I have a means
happens
to play
at
it?
the same time. But
I mean,
for
I've got my
conventional
DS
grab,
Lite, but
set
at that
the
point I
original
would just
state is
emulate it
established
so I could
2
actually
frames
stream it.
before the actual state change. This gap can be abused if the original
Also,
object
I'm
unloads
checking
during those 2
Hop-Ups, because I'm just like,
frames.
well, what if it was a
There are
Hop-Up? I would
multiple
take a
ways to
shiny
cause
Hop-Up.
that to happen. The
I would love a
most
shiny
common are
Hop-Up.
to let a cork box sit still for 30 seconds and to grab it in the final 2 frames before it disappears, or to grab a Bob-omb as it's exploding. Anything that causes an object to unload within 2 frames of Mario grabbing it with a punch grab will work, but it's
Must be
also
nice.
achievable by touching a loading
I just
cell,
like
a
I just
trigger
like
that
Hop-Up.
unloads part of a level and loads another part in its place. Unloaded objects can no longer be updated, which means that the original object
I mean,
is not
why
in
evolve
limbo.
perfection, you know?
However, Mario still receives a reference.
Well, that's
number
not true.
in
They
the
were able
form
to
of the held
evolve
object.
Dunsparce and
That
make
held
and make it
object
make
is now linked
sense.
to a vacant object slot, or a slot that is ready to load any new object in it. A vacant slot is marked as empty and its contents can no longer be modified. As a result, the held object looks invisible or frozen, since it represents the final state of the original
Yeah.
object before it unloaded.
Shock
When
that
the
I would want
object is
something
loaded in
pink,
that
you know?
slot, the reference now points to a completely different object than what was originally intended. While it
When I was-
appears like we've
What,
cloned
a couple
new
was it last
object,
week, maybe the
this
week
is
before, when I
not
was
brilliant.
skipping
Mario
through
is
that
merely holding a reference to the
I was
new object.
rewatching
Because
that
object is
determining
not
the best
limbo,
Pokemon
it looks
video,
like there are 2
and
of
like
them
I
at
got to the
once.
point where
Remember, when Mario throws what he's holding,
my
as soon
friends
as the
were
copy disappears
trying
and
to
the
say,
original
well, the
object
shiny's
is right
pink,
near Mario's position.
and
What
then me
happens
sometimes
if the
going,
new object
ooh,
cannot be thrown, like a Goomba? Each grabbable object has a script that takes care of its behavior when grabbed, dropped, and thrown. If the new object is missing that script, it will simply do nothing when thrown.
I have no
Its
I
behavior
have no
script will
umbrella, but
essentially
my
be
hat is
erased and
basically an
won't be able
umbrella.
to function normally anymore, so it'll stay
Oh, the
frozen in place.
frames.
This has a very
Oh, the
important
frame
side
rate,
effect when
because
the
of the
object
rain.
being cloned has a spawner. Spawners are put in place to handle the loading and unloading of a group of objects like a coin line, a coin ring, or a Goomba trio, for example. When Mario moves far enough away from the broken Goomba, it remains loaded, yet its spawner doesn't
Yeah.
get the memo, and so it also keeps working.
There
just
was
as
also the part of me
the
was like
Goomba can be
felt
spawned
really
again,
guilty
even
of
though a
like
broken copy
voting at
already
Lugia
exists
so
and
soon.
it has successfully been cloned. Because
Wee
the
bit.
process of
A little
cloning
bit of
involves
metagaming
erasing the
going on.
behavior of the object being cloned, it suffers from inherent limitations. First, the object being cloned needs
Did a
to have
comparison, even
spawner,
10-year-old
otherwise
Pokemon
it
games
can
run
only
better
be
than this.
transported. That can still be useful though, and in fact, it is still referred to as cloning.
So,
even
I
if
mean,
the
10-year-old
object in question
Pokemon
isn't
games, that would
actually
be
duplicated.
like
But the most
2012, so that's
important
Pokemon X and
limitation is that
Y.
clone cannot move,
X and Y
and
didn't
do
run
anything
particularly
like the
well
object
either.
is supposed to
It
be.
probably did still run
Therefore,
better
the
than this
interactions
though.
that Mario can have with an object aren't handled directly by the behavior script, so clones can be interacted with. Unfortunately, the missing behavior script is responsible for handling the interaction status of the object, so after a single interaction, it
I'm
also
sorry,
malfunctions.
Sordle's a good
So while
Pokemon.
Mario can
I don't know what
interact
to
with
tell
a
you.
clone, he can only do it once. For example, throwing a coin clone causes Mario to collect it, but leaves it frozen in place and impossible to collect again. Throwing a Goomba clone causes Mario to immediately be knocked back by it, after which it becomes
Okay, so it's going to
frozen
be
and
normal,
intangible, essentially making the
fairy, and
clone
then
utterly useless.
water fairy.
Fortunately, there is a workaround.
I should
If
probably take
Mario
on
throws a
cloth
Goomba clone while
first
he's
then,
falling fast
if I
enough,
get the shiny
Mario will
Azeroth.
move out of the way as he releases the clone and they will not collide.
And then
So
that would
Mario
also give me
can
more
come back
movement
and
with
bounce on it once and
Koraidon.
only once. So all Pan and Koic had to do was to clone a Goomba and throw it while falling, then come back to bounce on it and reach the island, right?
Yep.
Wrong.
Yeah, I'm
There's
getting the
one
DLC.
more major problem.
I
Once an object
am
clone, the object
part of the
being
problem.
cloned has to be close enough to still be loaded. Unlike objects in Limbo, which are forced to stay
Apparently,
loaded for as
the
long as
first
Mario's
D
holding
the
them,
first
cloned objects
DLC
aren't
zone
bound by
is
the
like
screen,
just
so they
northeast
unload when
of
Mario goes
Paldea,
outside a certain
despite
radius
being
and
clearly
it
Japan.
stops.
I'm like,
While over here, the Goomba trio under the island can be loaded.
and it's called
Over
Kitakami
there,
as
they
well.
No longer can. This called for another
But that was
quick
from like a
feedback,
Portuguese or
remote
Spanish site, so I don't know if I
What seems like 2
true that
hours
was
ago,
but
I
off
said
the
that
translation.
held object's last position is constantly updated as Mario walks around holding something. It turns out that there is a way to prevent it from being updated. There are a few ways to do this, but for now, we're going to look at the hat in hand glitch. The animation for putting on a hat has 2 stages. During the first stage, Mario is holding the hat in his hand, and in the second stage, the hat is on his head. When
I
Mario picks
need
up
to
the hat,
sort
the first
some
stage is triggered.
stuff
Mario
tonight
starts holding a
before
hat
Jack
and the animation
grills
plays.
me
Now, if Mario
to finish
comes
my
across
character for the
second hat to
Cyberpunk.
put on, as soon as the first animation is over, a second animation plays, but the
what am I
animation
doing?
timer doesn't
I'm losing
reset.
focus.
As a result, the second animation is instantly interrupted and Mario ends up with his hat in his hand. Putting on 2 hats in quick succession can happen either by duplicating hats using a warp or by reusing a special cap box. before the
Also,
first
like the
one
DLC
expires.
isn't going to sting as bad because I found a site that's selling it for less than the
If
the
Mario
eShop
grabs
is.
an object while holding a hat, the object will still be held like normal, but Mario will look like he's holding his hat instead. Because
Yeah,
the
I'm making
held object
I'm making
isn't
an
being
absolute
rendered,
gremlin
the
of a
hope is
person,
not updated like it should. This causes the hope to become disjointed from Mario because the position
and I've put
remains
points in a
frozen
stat that
wherever
nobody
it was
uses.
last updated. For example, if Mario releases a quirk box here, then performs the hat in hand glitch and throws a bomb, the bomb will be released where Mario released a quirk box earlier because that's where the hope still is. This is known as remote release.
Green,
Despite the
green.
complex setup and many
Azeroth.
drawbacks, this is how Pan and Koic managed to get onto the island.
Yeah, I'm
and
looking
run
forward to
rapidly
seeing what
without
Jack
using
can
a
do
gun.
in terms of DMing.
First, he grabbed an exploding bomb, which gave him a reference to a vacant object slot. Then he carried it to this gap where he released it to place the
And
hole
you
in
are
midair.
green.
Next, he did the hat in hand glitch and used another bomb to clone a Goomba.
There
from
is enough
the screen.
space. Shut.
Using remote release, he transported that Goomba over to the Hope where he could go and bounce on it. Just one Goomba wasn't enough. He needed more to make a bridge to the island. But here's the catch. To place a Goomba
Yeah,
further
sounds good.
along, the Hope needs to be further along, which means Mario himself needs to be further along, so he needs to bounce on this Goomba to place that Goomba. But remember, clones can only be interacted with once, so once Mario bounces on the first Goomba to place the second Goomba, the first Goomba becomes intangible. So after placing the second Goomba, Mario needs to
This
come back
this
and place
actually
the
feels
third
exactly
Goomba
how I
next to
got
the
my
first
shiny
Goomba so he
Azeroth.
can
It's the
bounce on
exact
it.
same level of
This process becomes more tedious the longer the gap is,
resets
and
with the
exponentially
picnic
so.
basket.
You
And the
see,
worst thing was I
instead of
had
like
the shiny
counting
charm
a
as well
diamond,
and sandwich
except the
powers.
ones or Goombas that
So
you
like,
place, and the zeros or gaps
actually
that
this
need
is
to be
worse
filled. The length of the bridge is the amount of ones
because I
that
could
you
also
need
swim
row.
in the water and kill
Therefore,
things.
For a bridge of length 1, you need a single Goomba. For length 2, you need 3 Goombas. Length 3, 7 Goombas. Length 4, 15 Goombas. And for a bridge of length n, you need 2 to the power of n minus 1. This can rapidly become a problem because the game crashes from having to draw too many triangles if there are somewhere around 40 Goombas on screen. That puts the upper bound of a Goomba bridge's length at only 5. In this case, Panin was able to get across using
Oh, it's starting to get
Goomba
daytime
bounces,
again. It's gonna be
which
harder
means
to
he had
see.
place 7 Goomba clones to cross the gap. For the red coins, this was sufficient, but for this star, he needed something extra to reach the star. A Goomba to bounce on would be nice. There are 2 options to get that to happen.
Correct. I mean, I have
First,
the
you can
shiny
keep the
combi,
same
but it's
strategy.
considered
Set up
dead.
the hope under the star, then remote release a Goomba clone from elsewhere and reap the benefits.
And then once I get
There's
a
one
shiny,
major
I can
issue.
then
Because
get
the
a
waypoint
badge,
box on the
and
island
then
doesn't allow
when
for
I get a
the
badge, it
island
means I can get another shiny for the next badge.
cloning has to be done off the island.
It's based
after
on
the hope
a,
is
I think it's
frozen
Johnstone
first.
video. I forget
A Goomba
the
bridge
user. I
is a
think it was
single-use
Johnstone, and it's
infrastructure,
like the same
so
idea.
2 trips to the island require 2 separate Goomba bridges. The second option is to release the clone directly at the location. Unfortunately, the top of the island is close enough to these Goombas that they can be loaded and therefore cloned while on the island. Unfortunately, Mario can't release the clone without instantly bumping into it and ruining its purpose because there's no way to release it by falling from above. But falling isn't
Yeah,
the only method to
I have
prevent
to say, like,
interaction with
I
the
find
clone being
his, like,
released. What if
YouTube
instead,
style has
Mario
has
put
only
in a
improved with
knockback on the
time.
Goomba
Like,
because
compared to
it was
videos that he
already
made a
being
couple years
knocked back by
ago.
something else. A damaged knockback
Like, much
forces
more, like,
Mario to
more,
drop
like, face
whatever
cam
he's
and stuff
holding
like that. And
also
just,
prevents
like,
him from
his sense of
interacting
humor
with
as
the
well
Goomba
is also
clone
kind
being
of
released this way, so
been
it is the perfect idea on
increasing
paper.
as it goes as
But
well.
one hurdle remains. Mario still needed something to take damage
Nope,
from.
yeah, that's what
Now,
he's most
if you
famous for,
remember
right?
from
Is the old
million years
challenges.
ago, I mentioned that dropping an object has a slightly different effect
Sky14
on
back,
cloning.
thank you for the
It
follow.
places the object at the hope laterally, but at Mario's height.
How are you
Which, because
today?
the hope is usually somewhere near Mario's hands, effectively sets the object down on the ground in front of Mario. If the hope is disjointed, however, the effect can be wildly different. Remote dropping an object will place it at the point corresponding
Delete
to
the
the hope's
Azraels.
lateral position in Mario's vertical position, which can be a completely new point otherwise inaccessible. If we go back to the Bob-omb example, dropping the Bob-omb causes
I'm
it to
doing
be
good, and
placed up
hi,
there.
I'm giving away a free shiny Pokemon. Do you
Going
want
back
it?
to shoot the island in
No,
the
thank
sky,
you.
the star is at the location
Thank you for the
where
offer.
Squirrel's
This is
completely
an
reversed
account that
both
doesn't
laterally
have
and vertically,
a
but not at the
Nintendo
same
Switch
time.
Online, and
By
just
releasing
just the
Pokeball
solo
generally
challenge.
to
But thank you for
Star's
the offer.
location, performing the hat-in-hand glitch, and then cloning a cannonball by dropping it here, Panenkoek was able to release the cannonball at the hope laterally, but at Mario's height. This left the
I'm sure
clone
there's
on the island,
people in chat that
despite
would
Mario never
might take it
needing
off
to
you.
go there himself. Finally, after cloning one last Goomba, he was able to release the clone by getting knocked back by the cannonball. This allowed him to place a Goomba clone without interacting with it, and he could use the bounce to reach the star without pressing A a single time. You may wonder why Panin didn't simply remote drop a Goomba onto the island instead of using a cannonball. That's because there's no way to be at the correct height while still being close enough to a Goomba for it to be loaded. The only Goombas close enough are clones, and because a
To the
clone never
bone!
reloads, it also
Rock
never
and
reloads, so
stone!
it's impossible to clone a clone. Also, I glossed over how the Goombas in the cannonball conveniently loaded into the specific object
Yeah,
slot
they
that Panin was
speaking of
holding.
Rock and Stone, they
The
did
reason
a
behind
teaser
this could be
today
an entire video
for season
itself,
4 again, and
in
they
fact,
said they're doing
Panin
another
Koek
one
linked
tomorrow,
that
which I'm
video
very
below.
excited for.
But in short, when multiple objects unload on the same frame,
We're probably
such as
still
a
waiting
Goomba,
until June for it to
Goomba
come
Clone,
out,
or
but
other groups of objects, they unload in the reverse order that they were loaded in.
I've got
From meticulous
555
planning and
hours
deep
in that
knowledge of
game. I'm
object
going to
loading
play
behavior,
555
it's possible
more.
to manipulate which object will be loaded into Mario's hand.
Oh, shiny!
Here,
We
Panin
did
was
it! We
actually
did it! We can
able
actually
to
play the game! We can
retry
play the game
over
for
and over
once.
until he would get the results he wanted, just like he had been doing for
Thank you for the metal pipe.
But eventually,
Here
with
we
research,
go!
he came to master the process of cloning. This groundbreaking strategy was one of the first ever contributions that Panenkoek
Now, which
made to the
Pokeball?
Pokemon challenge. Unfortunately, as ridiculous as it was, it actually
So
wasn't an
Azumarill is yellow.
Unbeknownst to him, 2 years prior,
Um,
the Japanese testers already knew you could simply use a shell and a steep slope to gain super speed backwards and fly across the
I'm
top of
a
the
sucker for
island.
luxury balls, but I
In
always
fact, most of
I'm trying to get out of that
Panenkoek's
habit.
videos simply came to the same
Um,
result as his predecessors. Nonetheless,
Azumarill's
let's start
yellow,
finding
Ultra Balls
new
are yellow.
improvements as well. The very first one was Wiggler's red coins and tiny
The one that
pieces,
works, you're
using
absolutely
the
right.
Wonderful Telecaster plush to use as
Sorry,
substitute
I'm
weapons to
already
reach the
spoken for.
stat
That's why you can't
line.
catch
This
me.
brought the total count down to 207. By the way, quick
Uh,
side note, the count was said to be 228 in 2011 and down to 208 in 2013. Like I
That's
mentioned
yellow and
before,
blue.
early A-press counts were fuzzy to figure out precisely for all sorts of reasons, and I purposely gave the most conservative estimate. This 208, however, is
Spending
a
more
pretty
time to
solid
decide which
measure based
Pokeball.
on the full game-oriented thinking that was
I'm thinking maybe the
implemented
dive
during
ball.
this period and retroactively applied to the
Yeah, let's go with the
known
dive ball.
time. The main discrepancy comes from
Oh, it's
combining
also your
the
fave.
TikTok Clock 100 Point Star with Stump on a Twomp to save 14 A-presses, but there are multiple other small differences as well.
It's like this is
After
what my
Wiggler's
Azumarill is meant to
Panenkoek
look like.
revisited an old strategy for the red coin star of Rainbow Ride. The old 5A press strategy was to take the carpet ride to rise
I'm
up
about
high
to
enough
save.
access
I saved
this
before and I'm
platform
going to
with
save
using
after.
1 A press, then to navigate the maze with the remaining 4.
Nickname.
But Panin figured
Now,
out that
I'm
you
going
could
to
simply
give
cut
it the
use
same
the
name.
carpet to fall into the maze
Do I want to give it the
using
same
only
name?
this jump every round trip.
Yeah.
With clever
Give it the same
routing
name
and
as my
platforming, this
Azumarill
new
in
strategy brought the A-press count down to only 2.
Scarlet, which
After
is
another
a
dozen
nickname for
stars
my
with no
girlfriend.
improvement, he struck again, this time in Womp's Fortress.
So this
Chipmunk
is
Womp's
Lolly.
Clock was a relatively simple star. You can get to the top floor of the fortress with no A presses.
We can play the game.
But the fight itself required 3
We can play the game.
back, which
Alright, hold on, let's go somewhere. Double check there's not an extra shiny floating around before we ditch.
And using the rotating platform to gain airtime and ground pound the mini-boss with no A presses. Unfortunately, while in the previous strategy the star could be collected instantly after the final hit, this luring strategy...
Yeah, I could probably stop that for now. Turn the game back up. Right. It is technically a baby. There they are. That was, again, that was faster than my, again, even with a shiny charm and sandwich powers, that was quicker than my other hunt. Okay, we did it. Now, I forget how it evolves, because I think I'm mixing up with Azumarill where it's happiness. It evolves. Oh no, I got it wrong. So it is happiness. Okay. Or friendship. Sorry. Show me ways to make them happy. I suppose I don't really have to worry about, because I can relearn moves pretty easily, don't I? Does taking it for a walk work? Like this, or... Yeah, that's how I normally do it. It's just running around. Well... Oh, also I wanted to check its ability. Thick Fat. No, I need a ability capsule for what I want to do. Okay. Because huge power is a beast of a move. Ability. Yeah, this is the exact circuit I do for hatching my eggs. Fairy Terra is good. Now here's the question. Right, because I don't know, this is up for interpretation. What happens in Terra raids if my Pokemon's knocked out? Because they do get revived 5 seconds later. And the same would be for max raid dents as well. I think the answer is just don't do Terra raids, but I might need XP candies. Also, leveling up increases its happiness, right? Discount the feints in raids. If the raid failed, I would consider it a failure. You know? Right, hold on. What moves do you have? Water gun, that's good. Actually, that's not even... Oh, yes! The mechanic that I usually forget about. Fun fact. In Japanese, the move slash is called hop, which makes more sense why Hoppip has it. Right. I forget. How do I clean you? There we go. Wouldn't that make the run too easy if you just grinded XP candies? No penalty. Yeah, I mean, like, I would probably do, like, I would limit myself in certain ways, but the nature of this game with being able to do the gyms in any order kind of leaves things up weird anyway. Like, the way people are doing Nuzlocks for this game are different from how they used to be, you know? I want that $500 Mareep pillow. Oh yeah, I forgot that levels up. So it's level 5. What level are you guys? Okay. I'm not gonna lose you like I did the last one. Look it up. Oh, actually, do you know what else I forgot to check? Okay, bonus in attack, that's actually very good. Not so good that it's weak in defense. Oh. Helping hand. Okay. Okay, 3 damage. Yeah, waste your time with string shot. POV, your tarantula. Okay, let's look at what I have. I have rare candies. Right, giving it some fucking protein. Okay, so that's 3 extra attack. Where did I get these Terra shards? Quick Claw, I suppose, is like the only good thing I have right now. Fake. I'm probably going to try and get them to use physical moves, so Fake Tears is going to be useful. I'm actually going to make my way through these TMs because I want to actually do well. Again, special. Protect. Protect's always useful, even if I hate Protect. The most hench tailable. Yeah, I'll rename them Judy Hench. Rain Dance. Rain Dance seems like an obvious choice. What else can you learn? Light Screen. I don't want to risk that. I guess now I just check if Azurill learns these things naturally or not. So, Azurill, show me your moveset. It's going to be pretty limited, right? Oh, do I need to, I forget. Do I need to worry about like certain moves not getting learned if I evolve them to soon. So I see here it can learn Slam and Bounce, but I don't know if Marl can learn that. We are metagaming the shit out of this run, okay? Okay, it learns Slam and Bounce, that doesn't matter. It learns Rain Dance at 27. Doesn't learn Protect, I imagine. I'm consulting the science team. Do you think I should get Rain Dance now? It will learn Rain Dance eventually, but I should probably check Asamarl's moves as well. Should be pretty identical. Oh, speaking of metagaming, if I can get an ability capsule to give it huge power, I will absolutely catch Makuhita / Hariyama so I can give it the egg move Belly Drum. Just letting you know. Wouldn't yeah. Just hypothetically, it doesn't survive. Okay, so Azumarill does learn moves later, but it probably will be stronger. Are the moves the same? Yeah. Okay. No. I would... In that case, I would just get a Makuhita. Because I'm not actually using it, I'm just using it for breeding purposes. Egg moves. I'm not going to put myself through that misery. Why aren't you... Hello? Do you know, I actually started the stream, or maybe I changed the date by then. One of the swarms I did have was Makuhita, and I was just like, no, I just don't like the look of it. Oh, thank goodness, thanks to the quick claw, I can attack early. So, the first badge we're going after is Cloth. Bubble Beam. Yeah, touching Cloth. Okay, well. Did people get their Cherish Ball Lechonk from game? I don't know if it's still going on. cloth nose tumble dryer. It puts it inside. It eats the Pokemon and puts it on spin cycle. Okay, the XP is dog water. Aren't you happy yet, Azumarill? Azurill? What a sad signature move. Rapid Spin. Although, like, Rapid Spin's actually useful and competitive. I shouldn't knock it. Yeah, you keep wasting it. I mean, Murkrow is used in competitive. A cloth can be competitive. Yeah, depending on how many days since you last played the game or something, like in Animal Crossing. You wanna go? What does that do? That time I got reincarnated into a dog blanket. Yeah. What about you, young goose? I'm about to run out of bubble beams. Oh, I have access to... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's get out of this fight first. P. I think I'll run. Oh no. But no, that's not. I meant to run. Oh, I'm frightened. Hey, what's my defense at? Oh! No! It wouldn't let me run away. I didn't mean to let out that noise. Oh. Can you catch things to avoid getting hit? That doesn't... Well, it's too late now. I'm sad. Oh my god. That was such a good Pokemon to have as well. I did the smart thing. I used an X defense to try and stop all the Leers. It wouldn't let me run away. I accidentally hit Bubble Beam one too many times. On the plus side, Lauren's gonna get a Nazaril that she can actually use. This cleric seems awfully happy about what's happened here. I feel a lot of things right now. That loss was more... I feel like that was more out of my control. Ultimately, it's still my fault. Well, I know... Well, I feel a lot of things right now. I don't know what I'm going to do because this run's never getting off the ground, is it? I don't think so. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. Maybe time to consider some things. Do you want to pair up with my game with its shiny charm? First I would have to get Nintendo Switch Online for this account that I'm using, and thank you for the offer, but that's also asking you to like be present while I'm doing it. Man, I was so excited. This might be the end of the shiny lock because I don't know if I've got the heart to go do it again. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna call it there and like curl up into a ball or something. I'm gonna post my socials because I keep forgetting to do that all the time, so I'm gonna do that before I forget. That's them there. Actually, you can only see them in chat. You can't see them on the stream anymore. On the video. Oh well. I hope you all have a lovely evening. I'm in so much pain right now. Carlin Tip Pokeball, you're absolutely right. Man, that shit-eating grin's really annoying. Hope you all have a lovely evening, afternoon, morning, or wherever you are in the world. I'm going to walk into traffic. That is a joke, but I wanted to say that well remembered. Enjoy your evening, everyone. And I might be streaming tomorrow, I'm not sure. It depends on when Cyberpunk happens with Jack, but we'll see. Until then, ta-ta.